Yeah. All right. Hello, people. Welcome to Quibbles Over Coffee. And today we have a video that we are reacting to.
We're React Andes now, Houston. We're React Andes because I got very mad. Gotta be honest, I watched this like 3 hours ago and I only watched like a minute and a half. It's only 4 minutes long, but I watched like a minute and a half, but I got too mad. So I ended up stop watching it. And then I forgot what it's about. But we're going to watch it now. We're going to figure out what it's about and we're going to be mad. Here we go.
Do you remember why you got mad?
I feel like he was mad at de Blasio for reasons that you shouldn't be mad at de Blasio. That's the reason I think he was mad. We'll see.
Okay.
See Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, the most disgusting thing I've seen in a long time. And believe me, when I was younger, I saw Two Girls, One Cup. And that was the most disgusting thing I had seen to this day. Do not Google
We like
that.
The sex things. No, you should.
But now I watched this.
I support sex. This is the problem with the Republican Party. They don't support sex, Houston. Okay, we should continue.
It's really stupid. Like, why not?
Why don't you support sex? If people listen, I'm not into poop, but if you're into poop, you should be able to like enjoy poop, right? What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? You're not hurting anyone. Maybe you'll get dysentery. I don't really know how dysentery works, but like if you want to give yourself dysentery, it's your life, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to play the
I should
clip
clarify.
for
You shouldn't get dysentery.
I want to warn you if you have
that.
children at home, if you are sensitive to things, viewer discretion is advised. Remember, this is a sitting official in a city that is locked down. People are not allowed to meet for private gatherings. They're not allowed to go out in the street. They cannot open their businesses.
Wait, people aren't allowed to. You've been to New York, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not true. People are definitely allowed to have private meetings. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
that's so like obviously not true.
Very locked down right now.
It's not at all locked down right now. This was posted January 5th.
Yeah.
It's not at all locked down right now. This is a total lie.
Today.
Everything's open.
Pretty sure that's today.
That is today. That's how math works. That's today. Yeah. Yeah. So like, what is he talking about?
Well, you can't eat indoors, I think. You can't eat indoors.
Okay.
But like
doesn't mean you can't have
that's
public,
not like lockdown.
Doesn't mean you can't have private meetings with people.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Does Bill de Blasio have a private meeting?
Oh.
Like the mayor of New York City has to meet people?
I remember what it is now, and it gets me so mad. It gets me so mad, Houston. We have to watch it, though. It's important that we watch it. But it made me so mad.
This is how he celebrated New Year's. Please.
Note that he is much more than 6 feet away from the closest person other than the person he's dancing with, who, spoiler alert, is his fucking wife, okay? And just note that. Also, he's wearing a mask. Also, she's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
We can turn the volume down on that for a second. What you were witnessing, guys, is something much more worse than sexual degeneracy and deviancy.
What's wrong with sexual degeneracy? What's wrong with this man?
Wait.
Why does he know sexual degeneracy?
Wait, but that's worse than sexual degeneracy?
Okay, but you're focusing on the wrong part. Why is it bad to be a sexual degenerate? I don't understand.
That's also true.
That's nonsense. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with you? Why do you hate people? Why do you just let people do things if they like them? You know?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, he's the worst. I hate this man. I don't know who he is.
Tyranny.
But I know he works for Blaze TV. Do you know what Blaze TV is?
I don't know what
you're
Blaze
missing
TV
nothing.
is.
Blaze TV it's like Fox News, but it's online. Glenn Beck started it. Or that's not true. Glenn Beck started CRTV, and Blaze Media was started by Levin, I think. Something Levin. And the two of them like merged together. Now it's Blaze TV. So it has Steven Crowder, which is objectively bad. It has Dave Rubin, who you don't know, but is also bad.
I've heard his name before, though.
Yeah, it also has this guy, Slightly Offensive, which is like an asterisk out eye, which is like, all right, buddy, that's real cool. You're very spicy. It has so many people, and it's so big, and they have so much money.
Wow.
They're huge. They have like so much money.
That's crazy.
They're so big. And it makes me very upset because our podcast is noticeably smaller than this man's podcast with his 347,000 subscribers. And I am better than him. You're better than him. Okay.
Yeah.
When we see people dancing with their wife, we're not like, ooh, sexual degeneracy, you know?
No,
Like,
this is
wrong with
worse.
you?
This is worse than sexual degeneracy.
Oh, it's worse than sexual
Right.
degeneracy for you to
Yeah.
be dancing 6 feet apart, more than 6, like that's like 10 feet apart from the closest person with your wife. Ooh.
Is allowing not only the degeneracy in our country to flourish, not only promoting it, but at the same time,
Promoting the
they lecture every
degeneracy.
single one of us about how, oh, you need to wear a mask and you need to not.
He's wearing a mask. She's wearing a mask. The people around them are wearing masks. Who in this video isn't wearing a mask? Everyone in this video is following protocol.
Wait, Joan. I think that lady in the ad back there is not
Ooh.
wearing a mask.
Ooh. Wait, Houston, you're on the screen right now.
Oh
and
my
you're
God.
not wearing a mask. I'm
I
not
need to
wearing a
cover up.
mask.
Oh my-
We're basically about to give everyone COVID. We got to go like
Oh my
this
God,
for the
we
rest
gotta
of the
get you-
episode.
okay.
We're gonna go like this. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Not meet with your family in your home. And oh, you need to not care about riots and these things in the streets.
Care about riots? Where's the riot? Where's the riot here? What are you talking about? Oh my God.
I understand how you only got a minute
Right?
and a half.
I only got a minute and a half in, and I can't
Yeah.
do it anymore. Are we going to hold this up? I think it was worth doing for a little bit, but this is okay. We're going to do it.
No, I
Let's
think
do
this
it.
is the bit. This is the bit.
This is the bit. We're going to continue.
Yeah, this is the
You know what Bill de Blasio did while he's
Ooh.
ruined his whole city and said nobody could celebrate the new year? He celebrated the new year. Damn.
When did he say nobody could celebrate the new year? What are you talking about?
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
This is so funny.
This is like what I imagine, okay, that like Stephen Colbert would have done if Stephen Colbert still had his like
Yeah.
nonsense make fun of Alex Jones show. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Decided that New Year's was canceled. Oh my God.
Dancing with his
He's
wife.
at the ball drop.
And what a
What are you
tone deaf
talking
thing
about?
that is. How dare
How dare you dance
as a
with your
leader
wife?
of a city,
Oh.
do the complete opposite in broad daylight, well, technically city light, on nationally televised programming,
I like how he's being,
showing
like,
people
very
that you,
specific and
as the
truthful
leader
about
of the city, have
city night,
more
not the light
rights.
of
You
the
have
day.
more ability and more freedom than the people who elected you.
Ooh,
Tar and
I
feathers
hate it
were
so
used
much.
on less. And I know he probably thought, to be
Tar
fair,
and
oh, you know,
feathers?
how
How dramatic.
Tar and feathers were used
hilarious.
for less.
That's
I
so
don't-
funny.
I don't understand how like people like this are able to operate as a component of society.
Right? And then
Like-
other people like it?
But it's not even just that other people like that. Like, okay, this man goes to the grocery store sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
just like, I mean, okay, just think about the fact that like when you go down the street, just like
Mhm.
walking around in public,
Yeah.
there's a very high probability that some of the people that you're interacting with are just like smiling at or just like, you know, waving or whatever the hell. Like, this could be their thought process. They
Yeah.
could go through life thinking this,
Yeah.
you know? Like, how dare this person fucking dance 10 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet? It was not 6. It was very far apart from anyone at all, anyone else in the world. How dare they dance with their wife while wearing a mask?
Yeah. Especially like when you're a public figure like that, it's kind of your job
Like,
to
right?
like do things like that.
What? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I don't understand.
It's
I
so funny.
I can't deal with it.
how
I
is this a
can't deal
big
with it.
problem? I'm just
Oh, it's
dancing
not
with
a
my
big
wife.
problem.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the
good
same
point.
thing we're all asking you. Why is that a big problem?
No one's
It's a
against
big
you
problem
dancing with
because
your wife.
you made it a big problem.
No,
it's
he
because
didn't.
you've designated it as
No,
a problem.
he didn't.
Not because
no
it
one thinks
is.
it's a problem to
And
dance
a lot
with
of the
your wife.
problems we're facing today are because government has allowed them. Now 2021 is the first time in history where government is telling us, hey, look, 2020, yeah, the year where the government caused mostly all the problems in your life.
The government? You mean the Trump government that you elected and you
Yeah.
supported, and you have designed a career in order to continue to support. You think that that government is responsible for all of the problems? By the way, it's not. The coronavirus is a serious problem, and while I hate Trump, Trump is not the reason that the coronavirus started. He's certainly part of the reason that it continued and got to the level that it did, but he's definitely not the reason the coronavirus exists. What are you talking about? Not all of the problems are government, and it's your fucking government that you're talking about when it comes to 2020.
It's also like the people like you that don't promote wearing masks and don't promote like the stuff that we need to survive this pandemic.
Right. When
and
you
then you're like,
it's insanity. When you control
that like someone else is dancing, like
just
chill.
the level of self-victimhood is insanity.
Yeah.
You controlled the presidency in 2020. You controlled the Senate in 2020. You controlled the court in 2020. You controlled the majority of gubernatorial positions, governor positions in the country. You controlled the majority of state houses in the country. Like the idea that you are somehow the victim of like big daddy government when you are big daddy government is insane. I hope to God that I come to a point in my life where my biggest problem is, de Blasio decided to dance with his wife.
That's true.
I can't imagine.
Yeah,
I can't imagine
content.
that being like the basis of my political thought.
Funny.
Like, that's a real problem. That's the real like goal. Oh my goodness, we're continuing because we have to get through all 4 minutes.
How are we going to fix it in 2021?
Get through all 4 minutes.
Here's a little more government to fix your government problems. Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know.
And for a mayor to think that he has the right to live above the will of the people in his own decrees, well, he's exactly like almost every other individual who's currently in politics preaching that same narrative, including politicians in Canada who have been caught, including school teacher union leaders who are caught in the Bahamas, vacationing by pools, saying they can't open up their schools safely. They can travel internationally, but they can't open up their schools. I mean, we are living in a state of designed corruption meant to push us to the tipping point.
Okay, so let's unpack this. First of all, he's not talking about an American. He's talking, admittedly, about a Canadian. So,
yeah,
I'm not Canadian. I have no idea the context of whoever this person is, who he's talking about. He didn't even name the person he's talking about. So even if I wanted to look them up, and I'm confident he's probably lying or at least exaggerating, because he definitely is a person who lies and exaggerates as a general rule. But like, I'll grant this for the sake of argument. I'll grant that there's this guy in Canada who's like really being bad and doing naughty things.
Right.
What does that have to do with de Blasio? De Blasio did not fucking travel internationally to hang out in the Bahamas. Okay. Like, what are you talking about? How is that related to him dancing with his wife?
Also, a personal like vacation is not the same as being able to open a school.
Of course not.
like you can travel. I wouldn't advise traveling, but you can travel personally, but that doesn't mean you can open a school. Like, that doesn't mean it's safe for like hundreds of kids to come into school and like share their germs with each other. Like, there's just not the same.
Oof. He has a really nice set, though. I like his set.
It is a nice set.
It is a nice set. I
but
want a set like that.
People like give people like this money, like
so much money,
just to like tell lies and like
just lie,
make nonsense arguments.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we point out his shelf? It says A is for activist, and it has a Black Power. What the fuck? I'm so confused. What is this man's political ideology? Okay, let's look at his shelf. Okay, he has a Trump 2020. I don't know what kind of wine that is. He has a printer for some reason on his shelf. He decided that one of the things that he needed, he's showing a grand total of 5 things on his shelf. He has a Trump hat. I understand that. He has the wine. I understand that. It's important for people to know that you're an alcoholic. I too am an alcoholic, right? It's important for people to know that, right? Okay, valid. He has the A for activist thing because apparently he's part of Black Lives Matter, I guess. I don't know. I'm confused. He has a vase. It's a very ugly vase, despite the very attractive set behind the vase, and a printer. Why is there a printer there? I'm so confused. Ooh.
And those lights? What are those lights?
I don't know.
Like what?
But I like them. They look like bar lights. Those are the kind of lights that I would expect at a bar.
I like them too, but I don't know like if they fit with the.
Okay, so here's my hot take.
Because like there's others. If you can see in the back, there's other light that's lighting the bookshelf that's different from those lights, and it's a different type of light.
There's a light above him. That's
Yeah.
aiming down at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, here's my thing. He is trying really hard to look like Steven Crowder, like really hard to make this set. You know Steven Crowder?
I don't.
Oh, Steven Crowder is a comedian. That was in parentheses. Steven Crowder, is so he got famous because we can't. This is going to be too long of a video. We can't make this about Steven Crowder. We have to finish. It's 4 minutes. We have a minute left.
This is torture.
We got this. I know it's torture, but it's important that we move through this.
After we finish, can we like talk about? Were we talking about this?
Well, I guess so. We could do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
And that's the truth.
That's the truth.
And I'm not the only one who lost it over this. I think, do we have the clip of Andy Cohen? Andy Cohen on CNN. It's CNN. Oh my gosh. CNN lost it over this too. I think when CNN loses it,
okay,
you know something's wrong. Watch this.
And 2020 is gone.
And 2020 is freaking gone.
So
we flushed it down the toilet.
I definitely do not need this.
Like the fecal mess that it was. This is a little half. I like saying that. Let's just. I'm glad I brought 2 bottles of this.
Oh my God.
I'm so confused.
All right.
Anderson Cooper getting drunk.
Okay, so I'm supposed to wait. We have to figure this out. Before he speaks, we have to figure out why is he mad. What about that clip?
Well, but the context was that CNN was upset about what's his face dancing with his wife.
Dancing with his wife.
Right.
So what we just saw
zero
there,
connection.
What we just saw there is Anderson Cooper say 2020 was a shit year, which I think is a fact. Actually, I don't actually think we get to argue about that.
No.
So I don't think he's going to be mad about that. And Cooper.
Was he like spitting out the wine? Was that the?
It was bad wine. Cooper was like a little bit tipsy, maybe. You shouldn't be drunk. Being drunk is a form of degeneracy. Is a form of degeneracy, and therefore he's a gay drunk man, and therefore Anderson Cooper should be canceled. Is that the thing?
I can see that. I can see that.
All right, let's
even
watch.
though it's not even connected at all.
It's not even remotely connected. Let's watch.
Oh my God.
That's how I felt when I saw Mayor de Blasio dancing.
Oh, this was all the buildup. I'm sorry.
What are you?
Oh, shoot. Okay, so what it was is, okay, so Cooper, and I don't know who that guy is. I don't care who that guy is.
Andy Cohen.
Andy Cohen. Oh, he has a show, right? Andy Cohen Live or something?
Does.
Yeah. Okay. So Andy Cohen says it was cringy to watch de Blasio because de Blasio is cringy, which I totally, absolutely agree with. Of course, de Blasio is cringy. There's nothing wrong with that, saying that at all. No. Also, it doesn't mean that he broke COVID protocols because he was cringy. I have a news for you, okay? Coronavirus and cringe factor are not linked. They're not linked. We will continue. Oh, he's the worst.
I just don't need to see that at the beginning of 2021. Do something with this city. Honestly, get it together.
Well, guys, drunk thoughts are honest thoughts. In this case, when CNN is drunk, it's like they tell the truth. It makes you wonder what they've been doing this entire time.
Was that it?
That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
That's so funny.
1.9 thousand likes. This man has 347,000 subscribers.
That's ridiculous.
What's scary? We have to look at the comment section. What's
That's
scary is how many Americans think this was an okay thing to do. What? What do we think was an okay thing to do? To dance with your wife? Yes, we do think it's okay to dance with your wife.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't understand. Also, no, Elijah, he gets a pass because his wife is black. I'm so confused.
Excuse me?
How did they manage to make it a race thing so quickly? They managed so quickly. It had literally no. Ooh. So that's Blaze TV.
That was ridiculous.
You know Blaze TV, everyone.
What?
I don't. I
that
can't,
was awful.
I can't.
So like
about 2020.
Okay.
What was your question? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just thinking like people people subscribe to that and people think that's okay.
So
Yeah.
many people, Houston. We have to look at his. Okay, we have to look at his channel right now because this is the crazy part. This man is a small spaghetti within the context of Blaze TV. Let us go over to this channels list. Okay. Project Veritas, you might know them. Project Veritas is a bunch of liars. They're terrible. They make up shit and they're bad. Tommy Robinson is like a part of UKIP, I believe. And he's part of the UK and he's bad. And he's like very, very far right.
Wow.
But like, okay.
It's a lot of people.
There's so many people. There's lots of them. I thought that he was just going to have the Blaze TV people, but that's fine. We're going to go to Steven Crowder because Steven Crowder is this man's daddy. Steven Crowder, this guy, remember, 347,000. This guy, 5 million subscribers.
Oh my God.
This man does the exact same thing. The exact same thing. And he's the worst. He's the worst. I hate him so much. He's the worst. Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous.
He's the worst.
Like, it's so, but like, how does this happen?
I don't know.
Like, how do you like be
know.
like, this is worse than sexual degeneracy? And people are like, yes.
Yes.
But
I
like,
don't understand.
even more emphatically, yes. Like, OMG, absolutely.
But also, can we talk about like the idea that you're naming your show slightly offensive? You name your show slightly offensive, but then the idea of sexual degeneracy terrifies you.
Right.
You know, like he had like 4 different like little quips there about how sexual degeneracy is so bad. Like he's like, oh, 2 girls in 1 cup. Never look up porn, ladies and gentlemen. Never look up porn because you'll end up seeing a bunch of people poop into each other's mouths. Like, no, that's not what all porn is. You're watching the wrong porn, honey. Or maybe it's the right porn. Maybe you just like that. I don't have a problem with it if you like that. Clearly you do. Okay, but that's fine. Like there's just
and it's like
your
like
name
also
is slightly offensive.
Yeah.
What?
This is also like the stuff that like when people talk about the countries going in the wrong direction, they're like, it should be more like this, what this guy is talking about, right? Like, but it doesn't even make any sense.
I don't understand how you could be like all like, ooh, the left is so easily triggered, you know?
Right.
Like the left, the big scary leftist mobs on Twitter are going to cancel me because I'm like, you know, saying racist jokes or whatever the fuck. And then when I see someone dancing with their wife, I decide that I'm going to make a video about it. Like,
right.
Boof. It's very crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's very
ridiculous.
crazy to me. Yeah. Oh
It's
my
awful.
goodness. We also have to talk about TikTok. First
Okay.
of all, okay, we're doing very well on TikTok. I don't know why, but like each of these videos, this is the one that we only posted a couple, you posted that like, what, an hour ago, if that, not even. But the rest of them all have over or close to 500 views.
Hey.
This is a video of me sneezing. That was my sneeze.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good sneeze.
100
Did you hear it?
likes.
Did you hear my sneeze?
yeah.
You heard my
We're
sneeze.
sneezing.
Okay. I don't understand the internet. The internet is ridiculous. Why does my sneeze get 100 likes? Why does Orange
Both of
Man
us were
Bad
very
get
upset
842
about 2020.
views? For a variety of reasons. Let's go through those reasons now, please. I guess we can
Okay.
watch it. But
Okay.
more importantly,
Reason number
we
one.
have to talk about
Okay.
this.
Orange Man
Comment.
bad.
Right.
That's my first reason. Orange Man is bad.
yeah.
Okay,
All of-
so
That's really funny.
we have to look at these comments. So all I say is very simple: Orange Man bad, and you agree to that Orange Man
Right,
bad
yeah,
because
Orange
Orange
Man
Man
is bad.
fucking bad.
Oh, yeah, for
okay,
sure.
Orange Man is noticeably bad.
Very
okay,
bad.
so it's not like we said anything that controversial. I've said controversial things in the past. I will say controversial things in the future, but this is not a particularly controversial
No.
statement. The next statement I have, the next TikTok that you posted earlier, was about me calling landlordship fucking feudalism. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a little bit more controversial than saying Orange Man bad, okay? But I said Orange Man
Yeah.
bad, and ooh, Monkey Man cannot have this. He will not abide by me saying that Orange Man bad. So Monkey Man says no. And then I say, of course, defend your position, because that's just simply saying no without expanding further is a useless thought. It's a completely useless thought. But he says no again. And then he waits for like 20 minutes. And then he sends another thing and he says, politics are over currently. Just stop talking about it. What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you talking about? Politics are not over. How does that?
Wait, Jonah, you didn't hear? Politics are over. Monkey Man just ended them. They're done. Our channel is over. We need to find something else to talk about.
What does that mean? Politics are over.
Politics
currently.
are over. Right.
I just
so
like what?
we're going to be a Star Wars channel now. You heard it here first, guys.
Apparently the Mandalorian was lovely. The CGI, people keep on shitting on the CGI of spoiler alert, actually redacted. I'm not going to say it because it's a spoiler.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, but there's a great person who comes back
Right,
and we're like, wow, this person is like a famous person within the Star Wars universe, and we're like, oh my god, and the CGI was really good, and I was really excited about how good the CGI was, but I won't spoil it because it's very important. And also, we're not a Star Wars channel yet because, hear me out, politics aren't over.
No.
Politics doesn't just stop. I think maybe if we're going to be charitable, election is over. And therefore, because the election is over, I shouldn't be saying that Orange Man bad, but
It's not even over yet.
It's not even over because Orange Man literally was caught on tape threatening like a fucking mob boss a bunch of people in Georgia where, there's a Senate election, noticeably politics, by the way, that's happening fucking, like, what?
Like, as we talk, like,
Right
as we are speaking, there's people are voting in politics.
I can't. I don't. So,
like, what?
I had to show you this because we have to draft a response, right? There has to be a response. Like, what do I say? What do I do?
I don't know if we do.
I don't know, right?
Well, because I feel like this is probably a child, and they're like, they just don't understand. So then, like, do we educate the child, or do we like not respond to the child?
I don't know.
I don't know, because I like, my instinct is to educate, but also I feel like if you're so closed off, you're kind of like, that's kind of, you know.
But anyway, I had to show both of those things to you. Now I've shown you both of those things.
Okay.
So you've seen both of the things.
I've seen both of the things.
Ah.
Yeah. That's very yeah. This world, like, how did we get here?
How did we get here, Houston? Maybe we should be a history channel so we know, like what the how?
Yeah. How did this happen? How does like a YouTuber be like, I'm gonna talk about the mayor of New York City dancing with his wife
and that's
on
like
New
a
Year's
problem.
Day, and
I
needed
to grab my purple stress toy because I'm stressed. I need to
that's
squeeze the purple stress toy.
That's worse than sexual degeneracy.
That's worse than sexual degeneracy, which admittedly,
that's so funny.
Given that sexual degeneracy is an active good for society, I guess he's right. And I think we should leave it on that point. You know, I guess he's right. I guess it is worse to dance with a mask on with your wife than to be sexually degenerate with that same wife. Any other last thoughts?
I guess so.
Any other last thoughts, or should we end the episode?
Oh, just be your true sexual degenerate.
Be your true sexual degenerate. We love you. We affect you.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Have affection for you. Oh yeah. Like and subscribe. That's a good
comment.
One. Follow us on TikTok in order to argue with random strangers on the internet and tell them that actually, hear me out, politics isn't over. Okay.
Bye.